This is Katja. After 8 months, her pilgrimage was turning out to be quite marvelous. She'd spent the entire time working for an asteroid mining company stationed in the armpit of the Horsehead Nebula. Katja was tasked with repairing the heavy machinery that broke down, which it did, often, in the dark, cold void of space. Well, no problem for a smart Quarian engineer. During her off hours, she worked in her room using her makeshift lab to construct a powerful amplifier for her pistol. Her goal? To create an amp compatible with both tech and biotics, something never done before. Then she would sell the design to all four of the council races and return from pilgrimage a millionaire.
No, 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 a billionaire.
Right, a billionaire. She'd have every ship captain in the fleet begging her to join the crew. The hard part was done. The amp worked. All she needed to do was book transport to the Citadel, negotiate deals with the Solarians, the Asari, the Turians, and of course the humans, and then collect her hard-earned credits. Unfortunately, an asteroid mining station is not the best place to purchase the components and micro materials necessary to design and construct a breakthrough technology. Every credit she earned, she spent on materials and shuttle trips to tech markets on other planets. Now, all she had was a working prototype and 200 credits. The cheapest fare she could find to the Citadel was 500 credits, and that was only one way. She tried working a deal with her landlord and boss, the owner of the mining station. He looked at the amp skeptically.
What's so amazing about this tech?
It's an external power amplifier. It's compatible with both biotic and tech powers.
Good luck with that. No market will pay more for that feature.
There's more. Because the amp is external, it doesn't just amplify the user's base damage like everything else. I wired it to amplify the user's total damage after all the other bonuses have been taken into account.
Sounds dangerous. I'm not interested.
I'd pay you back double.
What I need is that extractor back up and running. That's what I pay you for.
Fine.
Without spending credits on parts and research, 2 weeks' pay would be enough for a trip to the Citadel with a few emergency credits left over, so Katja decided to work it out. 2 days later, however, she returned to her room to find a nasty surprise. Her reference books were scattered. Her drawn schematics were missing from her notes. Her storage locker was empty, save for a single piece of wire. All of her amp mock-ups were gone. She'd only told one other being about her amp.
That slimy little Volus Bastet.
But Sal was not in his office. According to her fellow workers, he had left on important business to the Citadel.
I'm going to shoot so many holes into that Det Kazowitz pressure suit that I'm going to shoot him a lot.
Katja synced her Omni tool to the nearest comm satellite, hoping to catch a Quarian on the Citadel willing to help her and stop Sal. Instead, she received an incoming emergency message from Fleet Command. It was a single order. All Quarians are to return to the migrant fleet immediately. Well, there wasn't going to be anyone at the Citadel to help her, so she packed what few belongings she had left and headed to the shuttle bays.
Excuse me, Miss Quarian?
It's Katja Torethner only. What do you want?
Right. Miss Katja. You need to ride back to the Quarian fleet, right?
Well, yes. How did you know?
Word spreads pretty fast amongst the shuttle pilots when something big happens. You need a charter, right? I'm only charging 1,000 credits.
Sorry, I only have 200.
No problem at all. If I give you a cut rate fare, I can make back the difference from the local authorities. They're calling it the Quarian Assistance to Return Program. WARP for short. Turns out they're eager to help get all the Quarians back to the fleet. You know, to assist them getting home and all.
Right, to assist them.
Yeah, so the most effective way home is a jump to Benning. That's been set as a rally point for loners like you. And everyone chips in for one big transport altogether. For just 200 credits, I can get you to Benning today. No problem whatsoever.
Really? That's great.
All right, just meet me at Docking Bay 94 in 2 hours.
Katja couldn't believe her luck. And sure enough, in a couple hours, she was making jumps through the mass relays and was entering Benning's atmosphere.
Hey, Miss Katja, I've got another charter waiting on me, so we're going to do a flyby drop-off. Get yourself ready.
Oh, okay, I'm ready.
Don't let the door hit you in that sweet jiggly bum-bum.
Ugh, nice. This place is a dump.
Damn it. You, over here.
Hello, I'm Katja Narolny.
That's nice. Now shut up and listen, kid. You've been dropped into a war zone. I'm Cobb, and see those two over there.
Well, yeah.
They're the only two other friendlies around here. Are you armed?
Always.
That's cute. Come on. You're my combat buddy. Stay with me, and maybe you'll live for a few hours.
What's going on, anyway? Isn't this supposed to be a rally point?
Sorry, kid. You've been swindled. That pilot dropped me here 4 hours ago with the exact same story, and then showed up 2 hours later with Ferret and Nex.
The other two?
Yeah. Been trying to hold this area so I can hijack that 2-ho when he comes back for delivery, but I keep missing him.
That explains the flyby drop-off.
How much did he charge you?
200.
Keeler, I spent 600.
That was all I had.
He's got a devious little operation going. Quarians are desperate to get back to the fleet, so he takes whatever we have and drops us off here to be killed.
What's going on here, anyway? Why are we fighting humans?
Ever heard of a group called Cerberus?
No.
The official word from the humans is that Cerberus is some sort of splinter paramilitary group. The Alliance claims them to be hostile.
Humans fighting humans?
Pretty much. Cerberus seems intent on killing or capturing anyone they see here. But don't worry, as far as Quarians are concerned, Cerberus is on the flitterless shoot-on-sight list.
Keela. How did a human group get designated shoot-on-sight?
That's a long story.
Katja and Cobb continued fighting together, keeping Cerberus away from the landing zone.
What's with that ice you keep shooting? It doesn't really seem to do much damage.
It doesn't have its own damage, but it weakens enemies so your gun can chew them up faster.
That's good to know.
Wait, that pilot knew about the Cerberus attack and dropped us off here to die on purpose?
That's the gist of it. Yep.
That does it. I'm making a Heroxalist.
There's some strong words coming from a kid on pilgrimage. Did your clan's honor get insulted much lately?
I was almost done with my pilgrimage, but my dirty boss stole all my research and equipment to sell for himself.
What are we talking about here? What did you lose?
All of my plans and schematics for this amplifier.
That doesn't look like much to me.
It amplifies both biotic and tech powers to the magnitude of 30% of the user's total damage.
Total damage?
Yes, total damage.
Never heard of an amp that could do that.
Exactly. This is the only working prototype. Luckily, I had it on me when my room got ransacked.
But now your boss has the diagrams and such.
Yes.
Probably selling it right now.
Yes.
What was he? Human? Batarian?
He was a dirty little Volus.
Then your amp's already sold and in production.
It's not funny.
I'll tell you what, kid. We live through today, and I'll help you work on your Axolist. Who's on this list of yours, anyway?
Just the Volus and the pilot. But we have to return to the fleet, don't we?
You want some more bad news?
No.
Fleet intends to retake the homeworld.
Give us a lie.
Yeah, literally. Seeing the guns and armor they've been adding to the ships. All the ships.
Not the life ships.
Even the live ships. That's why they'll be calling everyone from Pilgrimage to take the whole migrant fleet on one last glorious mission.
Maybe they're just retaking one of the outer colonies, like Katash or Haystrom.
Nope, they're going right for the heart. Hit the Geth at the core and scatter them.
It's so...
Bold, reckless, foolish, suicidal.
Well...
Oh, they'll tell you that the techs have concocted some grand countermeasures that will disable and weaken the Geth. Don't worry, we'll be getting a major advantage, they'll say. And sure, it'll look good at first. Something always goes wrong. The Geth always bounce back.
But we have to go. The recall. We have to go and help.
No, we don't. If I'm going to die, it's going to be with a gun in my hand, my feet on the ground. Not going to sit and die in a ship 30 seconds after the fleet jumps to the centre of the Geth.
But you can't think that way.
We have to think that way. The Admiralty is betting everything, the entire Quarian race, on a single attack. We fail, they fail. We as Quarians are done. The way I see it, I'm hedging our bets.
What?
Fleet fails, we, once you are left, we regroup and start over.
And if the fleet wins?
If they win, well, you better come back from Pilgrimage with a damn fine offering.
That's an understatement.
So what do you say, kid? We can fight under pressure, and we could use a fourth.
Nex and Farah agree with this plan?
They're in. They met each other on Pilgrimage. Seemed pretty keen on the idea of increasing the Quarian population when this was over.
For the love of the ancestors, that's how you convince them?
Don't get me wrong, they're quite the deadly pair. But repopulation was just the angle that worked on them. What about you? Help us earn some credits with good old-fashioned mercenary work? And we help you track down that dirty little Rolus?
And we all track down a pilot.
Yes, we definitely tracked down a pilot.
My clan's honor wouldn't be whole if I left those two out there.
You don't want to go back to your birth ship without completing your pilgrimage. Everyone's still calling you Katja now, whatever.
You got yourself a deal.
That's what I like. First things first, getting out of here. I've been circling this area, trying to keep close to that landing zone so we can get a ride out of here.
You said hijack the pilot's shuttle.
Yeah, taking his shuttle and throwing him out the airlock would have been the preferred option, but at this point I'd take any ride I can get out of here. At some point the humans have to show up. Until then, we'll kill some Cerberus.
You said Cerberus versus the Quarians was a long story. You might as well start.
Cobb explained that during his pilgrimage, he joined a human and Turian task force assigned to intercept Cerberus supply transports. 8 months in, the team hit their biggest shipment yet, a freighter filled with elite Cerberus equipment, including 10 Atlas mechs. Cobb pulled some favors so he could return from pilgrimage with a portion of the haul, a completely disassembled Atlas, and a crate of Harrier assault rifles. Cerberus, however, tracked all of its high-end gear and caught up with Cobb just as he was docking with his new home ship. Cerberus attacked, and the Quarians fought back. Cerberus lost, but the Quarians sustained a lot of damage. Cobb, therefore, was quickly exiled for not properly scanning imported technology. His story was suddenly interrupted when his Omni tool picked up a radio signal.
Hold on, I'm getting some Alliance chatter. Attention, Alliance Command. This is Quarian Fire Team Delta. We've been engaged with Cerberus forces for 6 hours, requesting immediate extraction.
Fire Team Delta?
It's a human alphabet designation thing. Bravo, Alpha, Zulu. They like those.
Fire Team Delta, this is SSB New Delhi. Negative on that request. We are currently conducting military operations. Search and rescue will commence as soon as possible.
SSV New Delhi, would you kindly scan the immediate area of this transmission? Please pay close attention to the amount of neutralized Cerberus forces. Turns out we've started a military operation for you.
Stand by, Fire Team Delta.
Would you kindly?
A little trick my grandfather taught me for dealing with humans. Just wait. It'll work.
We certainly have enough dead bodies lying around.
No. Neutralized. Science that likes things to sound nice and tidy.
Right. Neutralize.
Fire Team Delta, request for extraction is granted. Please stand by.
Affirmative, New Delhi. Be advised, the landing zone is hot.
Understood, Delta. Thanks for starting the party for us.
I can't believe that worked.
If you sweet-talk a human and kill a bunch of his enemies, he'll do anything for you.
You mean neutralize?
Yeah, right there. Let's get to the damn shuttle.
Once she was safely in the shuttle and away from the landing zone, Katja showed her newfound friends a little something that she had picked off of a dead guardian.
Do you think this will be a good upgrade to the Predator?
She could see Cobb smile underneath his mask as she opened up the 6-cylinder ammunition block. She snapped it back into place.
This'll do.
She looked at her newfound teammates as they rested and stowed their weapons inside the shuttle. Maybe being a mercenary was gonna be all right.
I think my controller went to sleep.
Oh, and they'll tell... Oh, crap. Stupid screensaver. Okay, so maximum cheese. Okay, how? Give me a...
Quarian Fire Team Delta.
Don't let the door hit you in that sweet jiggly bum bum.
God, I might need a shower after this, but okay.
That. Sorry. That's now you made me laugh. That's not good. That's slimy. Oh, we gotta stop a minute. I'm sorry. Don't make me laugh.